All right, this is Cobby Badger. How's everybody doing out there? I just checking to see if any friends are still around or not. I noticed some of their videos and stuff are all gone off their pages and stuff, so I'm just checking to see if I can get them to come on here and talk to them, see what's going on over there and in the great old country of the UK over there. Uh, Hope everybody's okay and everything. Haven't seen you come on for a long time, or I haven't been on for a while either. Been pretty busy. Been out looking for gold little bit, panning and stuff, but there's no water anywhere hardly. I guess I talked to somebody just not too long ago, and they said the Colorado River is almost totally empty of water here in the United States, and it's like, wow, that's not good because it runs right down here through Nevada and goes right on out to California through Arizona and so on. I guess some of the big lakes and stuff out there, Lake Powell and stuff, are almost empty now. And I don't know. Looks like a big shortage of water. Used to be anytime the river got down a little bit, California would be complaining, "Oh, we don't got enough water. We need more water." But I don't know. There's hardly any water at all in the river, so you can hardly pan gold or anything. So, been dry panning for gold and stuff. And just hanging out. Posted a few more new videos. Oh, hi there. How you doing? I've posted a few more new videos. Not too many. Haven't been doing too much. And just kind of hanging out. Trying to work on my little mini. Oh, there they are. You guys are still okay. Good to hear from you. Been wondering what's going on. I seen you took down all your videos. Yeah, Batwoman's doing good. Yeah, she's pretty much got over that COVID stuff now. Oh, you had to go back to work already, huh? Oh, yeah. That will keep you busy when you're working. That's for sure. That's great. So you guys got a lot more freedom over there now, huh? Yeah, I haven't been doing too much. Been Yeah, I seen that you were getting hassled by some troll person in Australia. Yeah, some of those people in Australia, they can be pretty mean. I've talked to some of them before. They get pretty mean and nasty. Yeah, I never could understand those people. You can talk to them and stuff, but they're not like very, you know, nice at all. Yeah. I was talking to one about some stuff and boy, it just really got nasty. That I haven't been doing too much really. Been going back through some of my old footage. I mean, I got a lot of videos I shot and stuff and rainstorms and stuff, and going back through them, checking out, see if there's anything flying around. I found a few more stuff flying around, but I have a lot of footage to look at. It's pretty crazy all the stuff I catch all the time on videos when I set them up in lightning storms. But anyhow, yeah, those troll guys, they're something else. There was one not too long ago that he was like going on people's when they did lives and talking to people and somehow finding out where everybody lives and stuff, and he was sending SWAT teams to their houses, and they were swatting people, and people almost got killed and stuff. The SWAT teams come there with their guns out and stuff, and they tell there's something going on in the house, and actually go to the address and stuff. This guy would send them to these addresses. I don't even know why they were doing that, because that's kind of stupid over the phone. However, they were communicating with the guy. But I guess they finally caught the guy, and he was in Ohio, and I guess they went ahead and sentenced the guy, and he's in prison now. So these guys doing that stuff online and stuff, they can get themselves in big trouble. So this guy was a young guy, probably like 18 or 20 years old, and now he's in prison because he was calling the SWAT team and have them go to the houses and say that this guy's beating on his wife or something, and the SWAT team would go over there, or say that person had a bunch of drugs in their house or whatever. It was like getting ridiculous what they were doing. But yeah, those troll people, you want to make sure they don't get any information from you. The best thing to do when a troll comes on, you just don't even talk to them. Just block them and send them on their way when they start saying stuff. Yeah. There's some nasty people out there, I tell you. Come on here just to have some fun and stuff, you know. Just talk to friends or whatever, and you always got to find somebody that wants to cause trouble. But most of them seem to be like young kids most of the time. They're not adults. Between the ages of, I think probably between the ages of 14 to 18 mostly is how old they are. They cause a lot of trouble. They try to act like they're adults and stuff. That's why I put adults only on my stuff usually, but they'll say they're adults anyhow and get on your thing. So it's kind of hard to stay away from those guys. But yeah, they can cause a lot of trouble. For sure. Especially if they get a hold of your like address and find out where you live, and they send SWAT teams. I couldn't believe that. They were sending SWAT teams to guys' houses and stuff. One guy had a gun. He went to the door and he opened the door, and all these SWAT guys are standing outside with guns. And yeah, you walk up to your, to protect yourself with your gun, and you open the door and you see all these guys out there. They might just shoot you because you got a gun in your hand and you didn't even do nothing. Yeah, you used to know this guy in the early days, or friends. Yeah, that's how they start off. They always start off and they try to be a friend and stuff, and then all of a sudden they start doing stuff. Yeah, and they will be a friend for a while and stuff, and then next thing you know, they start doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and they just got out of hand. This one guy just totally got out of hand, but I seen on the news about a month and a half ago or so, they put him in prison. He's in prison now. But all those people that used to come on and talk and stuff, they all quit coming on because of this guy. It's kind of, they had a pretty good talk thing going on. But that's what happens, Just these kids today, they don't care. They'll do anything. It's just like Batwoman. She never used her bank account or her savings account ever online for anything. Okay, never ever used it for anything. And somebody took $2,000 out of her savings account. Okay, they took out $99 at a time. They did it 20 times, and the bank should have stopped it after the first time. And they took it out $99 and some odd cents. And they did this 20 times in 2 days and took $2,000 out of her savings. And the bank never caught it, and the bank never stopped it. And it's like, how in the heck do you get out of the savings account? She never uses her savings account for anything. And so she filed a thing with the bank and stuff and said, this is fraud. I never did this. And you can go back in her banking history for 40 years. She's had a banking account for 40 years with this bank. And you can go back in history and see she's never gave money to somebody. Okay. So it's something you can give money to people, pay it out of your bank account and wire money to people and stuff. She's never ever did that. She didn't even know this thing existed. Okay. and so she filed it and stuff, and they said they'd take care of it. Then she gets a thing in the mail like 10 days later, and it says, oh, you gave the money, you went on there and gave the money to this person, and you did this, and you give them that much money, and we're not going to pay you back. So the bank refused to give her $2,000. So then she's got to go. We go to the bank, and we talk to people at the bank, and we say, oh, this must be an inside job, people in the bank, because she's never ever gave her savings account out to anybody. And then that guy goes, well, they go by your telephone number. And we go, what are you talking about? Go by your telephone number. And he's trying to say that how they do it is they get your telephone number, and then they find out who you are, and then they can take money out of your bank account. And I said, well, that's not even protective. Why you guys even do stuff like that? And so then he goes, well, we'll file that again. I go, well, she never even signed up for the program that you can give money to people, okay? It's not on her phone. It's not on her computer. So they didn't investigate it very good because she's never even been on it. And they could check out both the phone and computer and see that she's never been on it. And so they tried to say, well, file it again and see what happens. So she filed it again with the bank complaining that the $2,000 was taken, okay? And then what happens after that? Nothing. It's been almost 2 months now. Nothing's happened. And the bank hasn't said a word back to her for the second time. And let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, she went back and looked at her savings account, and where they had taken it out 20 times, they have erased that off of her savings account like that never happened, but they never gave her no money back. And she's just in limbo right now. She doesn't know what's going to happen with that $2,000 they took. And I'm just like, that's messed up. I mean, bank with a bank for 40 years and they don't see the fraud and they don't give you your money back because it's all supposed to be here in the United States. It's federal guaranteed. So it ain't costing the bank nothing because it's federal guaranteed. They should just give the money back. But they haven't gave her the money back yet. They haven't sent her anything in the mail. I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in. I know. It's crazy. This has been like almost, well, it's going on 2 months now, and she still hasn't got her money back. I think, well, one person told us we got to go to the Commission of Banking and turn them in there. And then another person said, go straight to the FBI because the FBI controls the banks and it'll take longer to get the money back, but the FBI can get your money back. And it's like, you shouldn't even have to do it. It's fraud. They're supposed to pay you back. And they're trying to say she did it. She's never, ever logged into this program to give money to anybody, ever. She always writes checks. If she was going to give somebody some money or pay somebody, she would write a check and give them a check. She never uses an electronic way of doing anything like that. I don't know. And they can check that out. They can look at her account, go back and look at her account and see she's never did that. Yeah, rich stay rich. Yeah, PayPal's pretty good. Yeah, I did stuff on PayPal before and I bought some stuff on eBay once, and they were supposed to send it to me, and they never ever send it to me. And then I complained to PayPal about it and stuff, and PayPal actually went into the guy's account and got the money back. But I guess there's a lot of fraud going on now. So don't give people out your phone number, especially if a troll guy gets your phone number and stuff. I guess that's how they start doing stuff to you. They can somehow, and I'm getting a lot of phone calls myself, like saying it's like a doctor's office and stuff. And then you answer it and it's just like, oh, I see that your insurance has ran out on your car. And they're trying to sell you insurance, or they act like they're the government and you got to back taxes you got to pay and stuff. And they always come up like a doctor's office or something in your hometown, or your hometown number will come up. They're using, numbers, but they're not using their own number. Somehow they change the number and make you think it's somebody you know. So anymore, I just let somebody calls me or something, it goes to the answering. If they don't leave a message, then I don't want to talk to them, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of fraud going on. That's for sure. I don't understand. You know, when I grew up and stuff, I went out and worked for money, not rip people off. It's just like sick people out there. I have. I have to do fully block. That's good. That's the way to have it. Yep, that's great. Keep it that way. You can put also you can put like apps on your phone for like junk phone calls and stuff. But yeah, that's the way to do it. Don't you know, over here when you buy stuff too, you go into like a place and you buy stuff and they go, what's your phone number? And they punch you in their computer and they want to like send you stuff or stuff on your email or text you stuff. I was like, I don't want that stuff. And there's a place called Tractor's Supply Place. I go in there and buy stuff, and the guy goes, "Well, I need your phone number." I was like, "You're not getting my phone number," and I tell him the whole story about phone numbers and how people rip you off. And I say, I'm not giving you my phone number so I can buy something in your store. You want to sell me the stuff? Sell me stuff. You don't want to sell me the stuff, then I don't want the stuff. I'll go buy stuff somewhere else. A lot of businesses are doing that here in America. I don't know if they do it over there, but I don't. I don't give them the number. No way. They're not getting the phone number. Can't trust nobody except for a good friend or something. And other than that, I don't give it out to nobody. But this bank thing is just crazy because banks used to give your money back right away. It's like, I guess they must be getting ripped off by thousands of people now or something. I don't know. But what she did, she just went ahead and took all her what little she had left, took it all out, and got a safety deposit box and stuck all the stuff in a safety deposit box and get home insurance on it. So it's guaranteed, you know, your insurance will pay for anything that gets stole out of the box. The bank doesn't know what you got in the box because you go in a little room and you put all the stuff in the box yourself, and then you put your box into the main safe of the bank, and takes two keys to lock the box up, and it's pretty safe, you know. And but the bank doesn't guarantee those, but they're so safe. Hardly ever anybody ever could get into one unless they broke in the bank and broke into the vault. But it'd take hours to open up all the boxes, and by then they'd be caught, you know. But put all the stuff in the safe deposit box. When you need something, just go back and sign in, and it takes two keys to get in there. You got one key, and the bank's got another key, and you go in there. They let you in the vault. They watch you. They take out the box for you, and you go in a little room, shut the door, do whatever you want with your box, whatever you got in there. Take stuff out, put stuff in. Nobody knows what you got in it. The people in the bank don't know what you got in the box, and better that way. Inside job can't really happen because they can't look at it like a bank account stuff. They can look at that and they can like, oh, you got this much money. I can take some from you. Just keep the bare minimum money in your accounts, and then when you need more money or whatever, put it back in your account. When you need it, pay for cash most of the time, and it's a lot safer. I don't even trust banks anymore, but PayPal's pretty good. They're pretty good all the way around when you buy stuff. That's mainly what I use. It's good to know you guys are all doing good over there. Yeah, I noticed you took down all your videos and stuff. I got that person must have been harassing you a lot. What was the name of that guy that was harassing you? Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's too good a place to keep your money. Uh, My father and my family, we owned a jewelry shop, jewelry store. My dad was a watchmaker and a jeweler, and he used to have a big safe at the store and stuff. And he told my mother to always keep her jewelry and stuff at the store and locked up in the safe there. Well, after all of us left, and my mom and dad was at home by themselves, no kids there anymore. They also had Doberman pinchers too. Had like 4 Doberman pinchers in the house. He would turn the Dobermans loose in the house. So when they were gone and stuff, they went to visit somebody on a Sunday, and they came back, and somebody had got into the house and somehow got the dogs into a bedroom and locked the dogs in the bedroom, which I don't know how they did that because those dogs were pretty aggressive usually, and locked the dogs in the bedroom. Went through the house. My mom had brought a bunch of jewelry home. I mean, we're talking a lot of jewelry. She had like a bunch of jewelry at home she shouldn't have had at home. She should have had it in the safe, and mostly custom stuff my dad had made her. And they broke in the house. They stole all that stuff. Just devastated my mom and dad. And then a little while later, they did it a second time, and they never ever recovered any of the stuff back or anything. But that was pretty sad because my dad made some pretty beautiful stuff for my mother, and she never ever got to see it again. But people are just looking to take stuff, I guess, all the time. They want the easy life, or they think that's the easy life to rip people off and take stuff. So that's what they do. Okay. He calls. Okay. I'm going to check that guy out. Sometimes they say they're from certain places and they're not really from there. I had a friend that can figure out where they are. Yeah. It was pretty sad what happened to my mom and dad. It's like, I mean, my dad was a jeweler and watchmaker, and for 40 years, and he's made her all kinds of jewelry all those years, and she had him. You know, he made her some pretty nice stuff. You know. Yep. Yep. There's just, especially nowadays, it's just like none of them want to go back to work in America. It's crazy what's going on over here. They want to stay home and not go back to work. Well, our president, he's crazier than can be. I tell you, each day he's getting more crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. I think he's going to probably get. We're going to have a vote here coming up at the end of this year. We're going to vote for other people's in the Senate and stuff are going to be replaced. Some people are going to get replaced. I think they're all going to get replaced by Republicans, and then I think the Republicans are going to impeach the president of the United States, and he's going to get kicked out of office. Him and the vice president, because they haven't did anything. We've wasted all these months trying to do nothing pretty much. It's just like Trump had this. It's more like a fence, not a wall, being built between us and Mexico. Okay, and this wall was being built to keep people from coming to America, but people coming from Hades and all other places to Mexico, and then they're coming across the border. It's not Mexican people, it's people from Haiti and stuff and foreign countries, and they're coming across the border into America. And it's like it's like his job when he went in office was to finish the wall, okay, because Trump already got it started. He goes in the office and he goes, okay, stop, we're not building the wall. And then they said about a month ago, they said they were never going to build a wall. It's just like, really? And the money had already been allotted for it, $3 billion, I think it is, to finish it. It was already allotted from the government to go ahead and finish the wall. So he stopped construction on the wall, and he got a bunch of security guys down there. And we've had over 1 million people come across the border into the United States this year already. And it's going to be more than that by the end. And he just let them come in, and they want us to take care of them and stuff when they come in the United States. It's just like, what are you doing? What kind of president are you? And these people don't have papers. They shouldn't be here, and they're coming into America, and they don't want to stop them. And so they said they weren't going to build the wall. So he got more security, and since the first of the year, he's wasted $1 billion of that $3 billion just paying people, okay, and they're not doing nothing. And that was supposed to go to build the wall. So I guess President Trump, he went ahead and filed it in court and stuff, and it went through Supreme Court the other day and stuff. And the Supreme Court, after it came through the Supreme Court, they said they need to take out $3 billion and finish the wall. And now they're supposed to finish the wall, but they still haven't even started doing anything, because one thing is they already wasted $1 billion of it. So now they made the country more in the hole, because they have to give another $1 billion to make up for the $1 billion they wasted. It's like a lot of problems this guy is causing right now. And then, like in Afghanistan, they pulled out all the troops and stuff. And then the Taliban takes over Afghanistan. Well, they were supposed to leave so many troops there, and Biden took out all the troops. And then he goes, afterwards, he's trying to say, well, where we're going. So he's got thumbs down on that too. So he's down below 50%. I mean, there's like maybe 30%, 35% of the people are still for him. So he's getting really low in the polls. And I think what's going to happen is, when we have this next election we're going to have, I think a lot of the Democrat far left people are going to be bye-bye. And then they've already tried to impeach him twice, okay, this year for two different things. And the Democrats just ignore it. A guy, they filed twice for impeachment on this president and the vice president. And because there's so many Democrats in office and stuff, they just ignore it. Like, we don't have to pay attention to that. But when we vote coming up at the end of this year, we'll see what happens. I think it's going to change. I think by next year we'll probably have a different president. Oh yeah, that's true. I heard that they left airplanes, helicopters, and everything, but then he come on and try to say they're disabled, they can't use them and stuff. But that's not true. I heard that they've been flying the helicopters around and stuff over there. And now the Taliban themselves said that they're going to get nuclear weapons here real soon too. So that's another big problem for all of Europe and everybody over there, because if they get a hold of nukes, that's terrible what they're going to do. And then I also heard that they've been cutting off people's hands, is like, so they can't like do bad things or whatever. This is crazy what's going on over there right now. That's what I heard. And you guys are pretty close to the craziness over there, a lot closer than we are. But those people are just crazy, the Taliban people. And they let those guys out of prison. They had a bunch of those guys captured, okay, for war crimes and stuff. And what they do, they let them out of prison. They turn them all loose. And I'm thinking, why the heck would we turn those people loose after Donald Trump caught them all and put them in prison and stuff, and we just dumped the Taliban back out and let them take over Afghanistan? Why in the world would we want them to take over Afghanistan when they just go around killing people and stuff? I don't understand the thinking about why the countries even did that, why everybody pulled out, unless they're trying to let them take over the whole country, and then maybe we're going to go and nuke the whole country with all of them in it and kill them all. But I don't know. There's going to be a bunch of innocent people die too if they do that. It's crazy what's happened over there in Afghanistan, and the American people don't like it at all. Yeah, it made the last 20 years like it made it like it really made America look like a big I don't know. Looks like anybody could take this on and maybe whip us now because made us look weak, real weak. Yeah, I don't know. They should have finished the job. They should have totally finished the job, and they should never let those guys out of prison. And those guys should be still locked up, or they should all been just put to death because they were bad people, and they still are bad people, and they have no respect for people's lives, and they think everybody else is just a, they think they're far above everybody else. The UK as bad is that is bad in the UK too, or it's not that bad in the UK. You guys have a lot of problems there. I don't know. They're taking over a lot of countries. I heard France has a lot of problem over there in France too. I don't know, but I tell you what, they take over one country, and then they'll try to take over another country, and they'll just keep taking over another country and another country until they get as many countries as they want. And who's going to stop them now? I think of the biggest mistake is when Biden took over being president. He didn't. I don't even know if he's really running the show. There may be some puppets in the background doing all the talking and stuff and really running the show, and he's just a puppet because he doesn't seem like he's all there when he talks. This thing's getting really messed up. He's got to be like probably. I'm pretty sure the people in America are going to vote Republicans, and I'm pretty sure the Republicans are going to take these Democrats out. I mean, there'll probably be Democrats voting Republican just to get the Republicans in there to get the bad Democrats out because they're making a bad name for the Democrats. All the real bad Democrats are in control right now. I mean, there's some Democrats that aren't that bad of people and stuff, but they don't know they're head of their party and stuff. They act like they're for the people. They're not for the people. They're just in there to spend millions of dollars and get what they can for themselves. It's crazy over here. And then, too, when they retire and stuff, they get a better retirement than anybody. They can just go, they can serve one term and they get this fantastic retirement plan and stuff. They never have to pay for health insurance or anything. But then the American people that are like retired and on Social Security and stuff, they don't get hardly any money at all compared to what these clowns get. These clowns only work like maybe some of them only work 2 years, 4 years, and they get all this big retirement and stuff. And then the rest of the people pay taxes and stuff or paying these people. And then some of them get security the rest of their life, because they cause so much trouble. They have to have paid security around them the rest of their life to protect them. And they want to save money and stuff, but we got millions of dollars going to these clowns that never fix nothing. They just make things worse. And then every time the Democrats take over, they always seem to crash the markets. The stock market goes down real low. Gas prices always go real high. And they say, well, we didn't do it. And they blame it like on Trump or whatever. It's like, well, it's funny when Trump was in there, the gas prices was down. And it's funny when Trump was in there, the stock market was going like crazy because people get scared when the Democrats go in there and they start yanking their money out of the stock market and stuff. And they cause the stock market go down, makes less jobs in America, makes less jobs in the whole world when the American stock market goes down. People don't know how important that is. Rachel's music's, she has a great, Okay. Yeah, I'll find me a pen and write down this stuff so I can look this stuff up. Yeah. I will check that one out too. Sounds like a cool channel too. Let's see. Put down Rachel. Yeah, because a lot of times this chat disappears afterwards. Okay. I'll check those out. The music. That sounds interesting. Let's see. Has a great vinyl recordings. Yeah, used to have a bunch of those. And then we went to 8-track. I don't know if you guys ever had an 8-track. Went from vinyl to like 8-track. And when I moved to Arizona, I had hundreds of 8-tracks. I left them in my car. And I forgot about them. And when it got hot in the summer, I mean, I'm talking hundreds of dollars of 8-tracks, and it melted them all. I lost all the music I had that I had saved all my life because all the tapes got heated up by the heat and it ruined all the tapes. But a lot of people are starting to go back to vinyl recording records and stuff, buying the old turntables and stuff and buying stuff on old records. Yeah, good old US of A. Well, it's mostly Biden. Biden, the wacky president of the USA right now. We got a wacky president. Really, he just went in there. The Democrats themselves are just in there trying to get revenge on Donald Trump's what they're trying to do. Because Donald Trump, for some reason, they hate him so much because he got so much done. I think what the big problem is Donald Trump went into the office to be the president, and then he went in there to he went in there to straighten things up, get things working good. He actually made those guys work, okay? And when he made those guys work, they didn't like it. They didn't like it at all because he made them work, and so that's the main reason right there. I see why they hate him so much. Because if he would have got back in the office, they would have to work their little buns off. Because Donald Trump's always been a guy that worked hard to get what he's done in life, and it's really sad because these people that are in office, I guarantee you, they would never help anybody at all because that's just the kind of people they are. And they keep all their money for themselves and stuff. Like Pelosi, okay, Pelosi is like the Speaker of the House in America. Pelosi was like bragging on all the stuff she has in life, okay, I guess to somebody. And she said she had in her house, she has a $23,000 refrigerator. Yeah, a refrigerator to put your food in. She paid $23,000. Price of a car for a refrigerator in her house. Okay. She buys this high price ice cream, which is like a quart of ice cream, which costs about like $20 a quart. And she has that totally in her freezer full. And she says she's for poor people and stuff. And I'm like, she ain't for poor people or stuff because she wouldn't have bought herself a $23,000 refrigerator. She would have bought herself a $400 refrigerator and took the rest of the money and buy some poor person a car so they could get to work. She really cared about people, you know. And she wouldn't buy that high priced ice cream either because she would buy food for some poor people if she was so much for the people. And these Democrat people always, oh, we're for the people and stuff. So let me tell you a story about Donald Trump. Donald Trump once was in a limo, okay? And he's going to do one of his projects when he was working, okay? And the limo driver picked him up and stuff. The limo got a flat tire. And so the limo driver, he's a black guy, and he gets out and he goes, oh, we got a flat tire. And Donald told him not to worry about it. I'll get out and help you change the tire. Donald Trump actually got out of the car, helped the black guy change his tire. Then the black guy says he's working like 3 jobs. He's driving the limo. He's wanting to get a house for his family and stuff. And he's really trying hard to do all this stuff, you know. And Donald Trump listened to his whole story and stuff. And his wife told this whole story. And he just told the whole, I mean, this guy had a hard life because he's working 3 jobs trying to take care of his family. And Donald helped him change the tire and drove him and took him in. And Donald gave him a pretty good tip that day and stuff. And Donald Trump never forgot about that guy. Later on, Donald Trump went and bought the guy a house and gave him a house. Now, none of the Democrats in office today would do that. They probably wouldn't even give you a tip, and they wouldn't have got out and helped you change the tire for sure. And we had a guy that went in office that really cared about people and people that didn't have anything. And then he's not in office now. And I can't see why the American people wouldn't have voted him back in. He was against those Democrats and the way the Democrats treated people. And I still, to this day, I cannot figure out why in the world would you vote Biden into office when prior, he ran once before prior, and they had him on TV and stuff, and he was telling lies, and the news reporters caught him in lies, and they proved years and years ago he was a liar. And I don't know how he could be helping out in Congress and stuff all these years when he's always been a liar. And now he's president of the United States. He's the biggest liar that's ever took over the office. And here's Donald Trump, who really cared about the poor people and stuff and helping them. And the Democrats turned that all around and made it look like he's for all rich people. They don't even know what Donald Trump has actually did. He's helped a lot of people. But it's really sad because all this stuff is happening in America, you know. And you get it's like anytime you get a good person or something, they make the good person bad and evil, and then they kick him out of office, you know, or they make it so he won't get re-voted again. And it's really sad what's going on. But now we got to put up with that crazy president we have now, which, you know, I can hardly stand him myself every time I see him on TV. And the other pictures I see of him with other people and stuff. I mean, if you just Google photos about him, just go online and Google photos about him and look at all the photos with the president of the United States with people and stuff. And I think it's all fake. I think everything's fake. And I noticed too, not too long ago, I noticed there was like 3 different pictures of him saying this guy's the president talking somewhere and somewhere else. They're 3 different guys. They got 2 lookalikes that look like Biden, okay? And then they got Biden. So they're using these 2 lookalike guys. Sometimes I think he's probably not even doing anything at all. He's just like, he's a puppet. He can't really come up with any of his own ideals or anything. People are putting the information in him, and he's just being a puppet. But it's hard to have, it's terrible to have a president like that. Hey, Terminator, I'm doing pretty good. I see you said something there. Not ignoring you. I'm a little slow about reading the chat part here. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I suppose you're still delivering a lot of mail these days, aren't you? I see she said she had to go back to work. A little slow on reading this stuff. I'm trying to catch up reading what you guys been saying here. Sure. Yeah, he's a creep, all right. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I still don't know how he got the votes to be president. I'm pretty sure they did something really fishy. That's good. I'm glad everything's good for you, Terminator. It's sure good to talk to you guys. I'm sure glad you guys are all doing good over there. Say hi to the little guy too. He's probably listening too, eh? Oh, he's back in school now, huh? That's cool. So you have time again to chat and stuff now. So how many days a week do they go to school over there? They go 5 days a week, or I think over here they change the school days, and I think they only go 4 days of school a week now. That's good. 5 days a week, yeah. They changed it here. They only go 4 days. They take I think they take Friday off. They get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Yeah, it is great to catch up with you guys. Yeah, I've mainly just come on to chat with you guys, and I'm glad you guys are doing good and everything. Yeah, yeah. Batwoman wanted to talk to you guys and stuff. Next time we may come back on later today or something, but we're gonna try to start coming on more so and get her on too, so we can do more chatting and stuff. And I was just checking to make sure you guys were still around because I seen you didn't have no more videos on your page anymore. I don't know about you, Terminator. I haven't been to your page, but I see she took everything down off of her page, but that's okay. You have to do what you do sometimes. It's great to chat to both of you and stuff. And I think I'm going to get off right now because I got some things to do. But yeah, it's really great to be able to know you guys are okay and everything's going fairly well for you guys over there. Yeah, America's this crazy as ever. And good talking to you. And I'm just going to say, hey, this is Copy Badger out. Until next time, God bless. And we'll talk again soon. And I'll try to make sure Batwoman's there next time so she can talk to you too. She wants to talk to you guys. And great talking to you guys. So I'm going to sign off right now. I've been on for almost an hour. Okay. God bless to you guys. Uh, yeah, I'll tell Batwoman. Okay. You guys have a great day, rest of the day. And we'll talk to you later. Okay. Time to end the broadcast. I hate doing this part. I could stay on here and talk forever, but okay. Bye bye.